So, thank you everybody for coming along tonight to our New Zealand event. Very excited to be here. I'm all the way across the ditch in Australia, so it's lovely to be a bit of a guest on here tonight. For those of you who I haven't officially met, my name is Jo Ross. I have been doing this business for not quite 20 months. It was amazing the way I got started through a post on Facebook, actually. I was working in family daycare at the time, and we were in a family daycare group where I saw a lady who was selling off all of her resources because she was selling up. She was found an online business and was making a fantastic income that was allowing her the time freedom to spend with her children and also the financial freedom to be able to go and travel and work from wherever she had Wi-Fi. So it had been mine and my hubby's dream to be able to travel around Australia in our caravan. So I sent her a message and I said, "Hey, can I ask what it is you're up to?" She sent me some information to check out and it instantly appealed. I'm actually a breast cancer survivor. So I was diagnosed really, really young at age 33. It was completely out of the blue. I don't have any of the family history or anything like that. I don't have any of the genes, and my type of cancer wasn't based on hormones. So it's kind of the worst one to get. Looking back now, I can see that my whole life was pretty much toxic. I was in a really, really bad relationship. I was working in a corporate career, 10-hour days, 6 days a week, and a 2-hour commute either way. I was on 200-acre property. I had huge responsibilities. I was the sole income earner. So I had financial pressure, emotional pressure, pressure at work. And of course, when you're under that, you don't look after yourself, you just don't. So we were eating things like, it was Cantong out of a jar for dinner, and the only green thing was the mint in my chocolate that I was living on. So, looking back now, I can see how, those kind of toxic choices definitely led me down this path. But we're all here for a reason. And I was lucky enough to be surrounded by some great friends and family who suggested, instead of jumping, straight into the hospital system, I perhaps look at some alternative therapies. So I decided to do that, and I actually did a juice diet for 5 weeks, and it was amazing. You could actually feel my lump shrink to half its size. So ever since then, I have been incredibly passionate about the powers of fruit and veg. So when I saw what this product and this business model was able to do for people, I've jumped straight in. Now, this was April last year. At the end of last year, I was able to close up my business, and I'm now living the dream. My hubby and we're in our caravan, and we're traveling around the eastern side of Australia at the moment, headed down to Tasmania for summer. So if you are here because you're looking for a way to, maybe escape out of the life that you've found yourself somehow leading, if you're stuck in that rat race, or if you're just looking for a way to earn some extra income. Maybe you're here because you've heard about the amazing health benefits of these products. Whatever that is, we're going to have some great stories for you tonight. So to hear more about the products, I'm going to hand over now to Ashley. Ashley's going to share with us all what it is we're talking about.
My name's Ashley. I've been in the business and on the product for now 5 months. I first started actually watching my friend on Facebook for a good 8 to 9 months. I watched her journey on Facebook for a very long time, how she was becoming successful in this business, and how she was so happy. She was constantly traveling and she was glowing, her skin, everything, and that was everything that I really need time. So what I did, actually my partner and I just bought a one-way ticket to New Zealand with everything we had in our bank account from Australia. So we were sick of the mundane life, and we thought, you know what, let's just go. So we did, without really planning anything, and we very quickly ran out of money. So this business really appealed to me, as well as the product. So as campers, we bought a camper van, and as campers, our diet was very poor. We were very limited financially, as well as our health. And very quickly, my skin flared up. I got pretty bad acne. I was constantly looking for work, and we spent quite a good few months looking for work. And I saw this opportunity as really an amazing opportunity that was that was really sent to me just purely because I was ready for it. I had watched her journey for so long and I needed to be ready for it. And I thought, you know what, let's just jump on it. Let's just jump all in. So I ordered the product. I jumped in the business. I'll share with you basically what our program and product does. So we have a program, a couple of programs that you enter when you order. You get them complimentary. They are a part of the Soul Project and the Juicy Body program. So with these, you get online ebooks with clean recipes. We don't do deprivation, so we do believe that sustaining a life full of vitality and depriving yourself is not sustainable. So we don't do dieting, we don't deprive ourselves. We have delicious recipes in there, and they're all downloaded on Facebook. So they're all available for you to download on Facebook. We have things like exercise journals, gratitude journals, everything from mind, body and soul, because we feel that they are the three things that we're suffering most. So we all know someone suffering, and if you are that someone suffering, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, we all know someone suffering. So this was an opportunity that I felt that I could heal a lot of people. I have done quite a lot of healing work previously, so I felt this was a massive opportunity to create change in the world and create change in a lot of families, financially, emotionally, physically. We all know someone with anxiety, depression, cancers. So it was a massive impact for me. I found great results on the product straight away. So I thought, if this is working in my body and turning on cells, imagine what it could do for bodies that are really, really suffering. So the products are basically a whole food. So they do come in canister form like this, which was deceiving to me at first. I was very skeptical when I saw this because I'm all about food. I'm all about organic food. And this to me was like, oh, this is not food. It literally reads food. So it's got a food label. When you turn it over on the back, you're reading things like grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, all these things that you may not be getting on a daily basis. Our berries, our fruit, and our veg. And what they do is they vine ripen them. So what a lot of us don't know is our produce is actually grown to mass produce. They're not grown for our nutrient levels. So they're picked way too early. They're not left on the vine as they should be. And that's actually where the nutrient levels grow. So that's where most of the nutrients are, in those last stages of ripening on the vine. We're picking them way too early. We're leaving them on shelves, and we're gas ripening them with lots of different chemicals. So we're ingesting so many different chemicals. Adding that to all of the processed and packaged stuff we're all eating, we're not getting enough whole food into our bodies. So this was something I saw as something really amazing, that we could really add 27 different varieties of fruits and veg into our bodies before we even start the day. That's amazing. That's just like your health insurance policy. You know that that's doing good things to your body. So 27 varieties of fruits and vegetables daily that you're getting in your bodies from an organic source. No GMOs, no herbicides, no pesticides. There's nothing added in there. They do take it off the vine and process it the same day. So you are getting that whole food, and they dehydrate it super low so that they're keeping in all of the phytochemicals and nutrients in that capsule, and then they're encapsulated. So it's super organic. It's so easy to take, and we often stick to the same fruits and veg that we always like and our families like. So we don't really go out of that scheme that we do like. We don't really touch all of the colours that we really should be. So this does bridge the gap. Something like this bridges the gap for what we should be eating and what we are really eating in today's society, and how stressed and how busy our lifestyles are. We don't get a chance to eat all of this as much as I, and definitely not from an organic source without all of the nasties in there. So what I really love about this is that when you order, you also get the kids products for free. So if you have children, or if you do have children in your family, they are exactly the same as what's in the capsules, although they are in a gummy form. So they do read as a food label as well. They're not a scientific label. They're not a multivitamin. None of these are multivitamins. Multivitamins are synthetic, so they are not absorbed by your body. these ones are, all of these are actually bioavailable to every cell in your body. So you will notice if your kids are on these, your kids are craving more whole foods and fruits and vegetables. So the more whole foods you feed your body and your cells, the more your cells are going to start craving that good food. So your craveability increases to a much more healthier lifestyle. Rather than just reaching for the chips and the chocolate, you're actually reaching for whole foods because you're turning on cells that aren't usually working, which is why we see so many different amazing results. Now, we also do have, we don't have that many products, which is amazing about the business. You don't have to go and buy or learn a whole range of different products. It's just food. That's what I love about it. It's simple, it's food. We all know fruit and veg does amazing things to our body. Now, these are our protein whole food powders. They come in chocolate and vanilla. And there's lots of superfoods in here. So you're getting like different sprouts, you're getting radish, you're getting quinoa, millet. You've got spirulina in here, and you've got all different fruits and vegetables from an organic source as well in here. So this is really, really good if you're a breakfast skipper. If you're a breakfast on the go type of person, it's really easy because you know you're getting so many different plants from an organic, vegan, whole food, plant-based protein. So you've got all your yummy fats in there as well. That's really good for our body. So a macro and a micronutrient is really, really good for us to start the day. Now, what's quite amazing with those whole food powders is they have something in it called niacin, which is from the vitamin B group. That's from a whole food source. So rather than a synthetic source, they take it from the food, from the mushroom, and it's actually really, really good for depression, anxiety, anyone with mental disorders. It's a natural mood enhancer, and we've had so many different results on this, and I know I feel amazing when I take that every day. If I'm feeling a little bit low, I know that my moods are lifted instantly. And what's really amazing about these is that it literally takes 5 minutes for your body to digest and absorb all of the plants in this. So they are our product and our program combined. I really, really hope that you get your questions answered. For anyone who has invited you here tonight or anyone listening tonight, I know I was super skeptical when I saw this, and I just thought it was one of those things. It literally is life-changing, and it's amazing to know that how many people you can impact. I know I'm talking to about 5 people currently that are in hospital right now, and probably going to spend their Christmas in hospital. So if you're searching for something, or if you're suffering, or you know someone suffering, there is so much illness in the world. There's so much suffering. So reach out, get those questions answered, and really just dive into something, because you know what, there's nothing better than actually regretting what could have been, and looking after yourself right now is the best thing that we can do. Prevention is way better than medicating illness, because you may find down the track that you may be medicating in a really unhealthy way. So prevention is so much better than medicating illness down the track. Thank you for listening, and I'll pass you back to Jo.
Thank you so much, Ashley. You are so right. Prevention is definitely better than having to go through the hospital system or any of the nasty things that, you know, we have to go through to try and fix ourselves up once we've gone down that path. So I'm not sure, have we got anybody sharing a product story with us tonight? No?
I'm happy to share if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great, Tanya. So if you can just let us know how long you've been taking Juice Plus for and what your results have been.
Sure, no problem. So I've just hit my 4 months. In fact, I've taken my last today of my first 4 months. So I'm feeling pretty amazing. Yeah, it is a woohoo moment. So I started, I was really unwell for 4 years, and I had I had chronic bladder pain. I had all sorts of different things going on, all sorts of different things going on at the time. When I went on this healing journey, I decided that I was not going to have this forever. It was not going to be something that I just fixed, that I just kind of managed. It was something I was actually going to heal from. And so I went on this health journey and tried all sorts of different remedies, different supplements, different therapists and therapies, and you name it, I tried it. And nothing really worked. I was a little bit better. The pain sort of came and went. It wasn't sort of on a daily basis, but I could have like months where I would have pain and then it would go for maybe a week and it would come back and I would have it for months again. So it was one of those things that just didn't really get any better. And so I was spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on things to help me every month. And then I watched my lovely friend Annie, who's in here tonight. I watched her journey on Facebook, and I know that she was really unwell too, and I watched her get better, and I thought, oh my God, what is she on? I mean, if she can get better from something that the doctors didn't even know what was wrong with her, or who tests for negative, and I could easily get better. So I reached out to her and asked her what she was doing, and so I started on the product. I started on the capsules, and of course at that stage too, I had adrenal fatigue. So I had all sorts of the typical symptoms around adrenal fatigue, and that was I was tired all the time. I was like a zombie. I just could not stay awake. My hair was falling out. I had cold sores all the time. I had thrush, UTIs. I had skin rashes everywhere. Everywhere was itchy. And I was just an absolute mess, really. It was a sight to look at. So I was a lot sicker than I was 4 years ago, and decided that I've got nothing to lose. Decided to give it a go, and after 2 days, my energy was amazing. I bounced out of bed in the morning. I got through the entire day without feeling like I was going to fall asleep. And I got to the end of the day and I was like still full of energy. I thought, well, I better go to bed because otherwise I might not be like this the next day. And then after 4 days, my cold sore had healed. And, from then on, I was just, I was a completely different person. Another thing that I've really noticed too is I don't have any pain or any bloating with my periods anymore. That's completely gone. The first period I had, no pain, no bloating, no PMT, PMS, nothing like that. It was just, so that's a good bonus too.
That's always a fantastic bonus.
Yeah, I know. I'm not doing that menopause thing yet, thank goodness.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing. It's amazing. So that's only been 4 months. So that's only one cycle of your red blood cells being replaced. So imagine how much your body's going to continue to heal over time.
I mean, the chronic pain went almost overnight.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
From every day. So yeah, I was blown away with that. I wasn't expecting it quite so soon.
Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing because our products are just whole food. We don't make claims as to what they're going to do and what they can do for people. It's just a matter of giving our bodies that correct nutrition that they actually need, and it gives our body a chance to heal. I know for myself, when I started taking the products, within 2 weeks, my energy just lifted. At the time, I was working in family daycare, so I was looking after 4 little boys under the age of 4. So I had no energy. Like by the time every afternoon came round, when they were having a sleep, I wanted to have a sleep. So, my energy levels went through the roof. And then, that brain fog, when you just cannot concentrate in the afternoons, like you might read something and you could read it 5 times and you still haven't taken it in. That was me. And I noticed that lift. Then I noticed I started sleeping better, which was fantastic. I would actually go to sleep, stay asleep, and when I woke up, felt like I had sleep. Like that was just fantastic. But I think for me, what's been the biggest benefit, and I didn't notice this at start, it's happened over time, about every 2 to 3 weeks, I used to get migraines, and they were so bad that I would throw up every 2 to 3 weeks. The pressure would just build in my neck. I've been to the chiro. I've had x-rays done and nothing's wrong. They just couldn't tell me why I would get these migraines. And I didn't even notice for the first little while. But over the course of 18 months now, I've only had 2 migraines. I've gone from 2 to 3 weeks to 2 migraines. Now, I don't know why. I may probably never know why, but that alone is enough reason for me to never ever stop taking the Juice Plus, because it's obviously fixed something that was lacking in my body. So yeah, like I said, we just never ever know what Juice Plus can do for a person. It has been around for over 30 years, and we have a testimonials group on Facebook. There's over 280,000 customers in that group. And when they've had an amazing experience that they want to share with people, they'll hop into that group and share. So if there is something that you would like to, to find out about, would love to add you into that group, and you can check it out for yourself and see what other people have to say. So Lisa, you were having weekly migraines. Oh yeah, and it's debilitating, isn't it? Like when you have a migraine, you cannot do anything else. You cannot function. So yeah, it'd be fantastic to see what they could do for you. All right, so you've heard a bit about our products now. So what we're going to do is switch it up a little bit and start talking a bit about the business. Now, we know that when it comes to online businesses, lots and lots of people have heard, stories or rumors, and they wonder, is it real? How does it work? Is it some kind of scam? So what we want to do is, first of all, bust a couple of myths for you. So the first myth we're going to bust is that you need to know a lot of people. So what I'd like to show is, when I first came into this business, this was my biggest worry. I lived in a tiny little beach town. I worked in family daycare, and I really only knew the 3 mums of the kids who I looked after. So I was like, I don't think I can do this business. I'm not big on social media. I really don't think this is for me. I'm not the kind of person that goes out and makes friends. But Katrina told me that they have a system in place, and if I was willing to follow the system, she could teach me and I could do this business. So I trusted her. So Katrina and I connected on Facebook. This is me. So what I did was, first of all, I had those family daycare mums. So I told Beck, I did an online business launch, and I said, Beck, come along and check out what I'm up to. You might be interested. You've got 2 little kids. You send them to me rather than being able to take care of them yourself. So come along and check it out. And she did. She came along, jumped on, absolutely fell in love with the products, especially for her kids, and then wanted, the chance to be able to stay at home and look after them herself. So Beck shared the business, jumped into the business, and she shared it with the lady she worked with, Angela. Angela loved it and shared it with her daughter, Jacinta. At the same time that this was going on, I popped a post up on Facebook, and I said, I found an online business that's all about helping other people with not only their physical and mental health, but their financial health. Is there anybody out there that would like to, have a bit of a travel fund, put some extra money aside for the end of the year? From that post, Vicky, Deb, and Denise all got in touch, and they said, yes, you know what? Denise's husband had just been made redundant, so he was sitting at home. They were back down to 1 income. Deb's a full-time cleaner. That's not great money. And Vicky's a school teacher whose partner also doesn't work, so they're on 1 income. So from one post, I was able to share it with those 3 people. Now, from that, Denise has been able to share it with Greg, her partner, Taku, her best friend, Gwenda, her mum. Deb shared it with, she popped up a post on Facebook. She shared it with her friend, Catherine. Vicky popped a post up on Facebook. She shared it with Mark and with Melanie. And then by using the system of sharing on Facebook, from this, everybody is able to have more and more conversations, because there are so many people out there who are looking for another way to make an extra income and also to improve their health. So this is what we call the popcorn effect. And this in my team now is at over 150 people. And there's no way I even know 150 people, like face to face. But from this, we now have team members in America. We've got team members in Scotland, you guys over there in New Zealand. We're in 25 different countries we can have customers and teammates in. So this is an international business. And like we said, there are 2 billion people on Facebook. How many of them are suffering with their health or their financial situation? There are so many people out there looking for an opportunity like this, and that's all we do. So using Facebook, and we have a system, we teach you step by step on how to post, and that's really how we get started. So another one of the myths that we have is that this is a scam, that it doesn't work, it's that only one person makes money, or goodness only knows what. So we're going to flip over to Tanya. Tanya's going to share with us now about how our business actually works.
Hi everyone. So I'll tell you a little bit about what when I came in. So when I came into trying the product, Annie had sort of shared it with me about that same time that there's a business behind the product, and so instantly I was really interested, and that was because I was stuck in a job that I really didn't like. I felt like I couldn't do anything really to help people the way I really wanted to help people, and I just felt like I wasn't ever really going to get anywhere, because what was happening is I was actually stuck in this typically traditional business, which actually looks like that. Okay, so when people talk about, oh, this might be a pyramid scheme, oh, I'm not really sure if it is. Well, you think about any traditional business, and every traditional business looks like this. You've got your CEO at the top, and then you've got all your different levels. Okay, and then here we have all the people on the ground. And this was me. I was one of these guys, and I've been sitting there really for a long time. And what happens when you're sitting there is, you all have the same experience pretty much. You all kind of learn the same things, but you don't actually get the opportunity the same to move up, right? So there's a lot of competition, and I tried so many times to actually move up to each level. And not just in the job that I was currently in, but also the previous jobs that I've tried. And, there's criteria around it, and there's so much competition for that same position. And, there's some people that actually do get to move up. They might move up to here, or they might move up to here, or they might even move right up to here, But, and that's great. I mean, you get more income, and you might get more responsibility and more status, but also what comes with that often is more hours and more stress, and of course less time. So you get less time for yourself. You might, and of course sitting here, we're very limited to our income as well. I was capped. I was totally capped. There was no way I was going to get any higher than that unless we moved up. And then even this guy at the top here, I mean, we might think that they're doing okay, and they might have more money, and they might have, obviously they've got more status, they might have a lot more responsibility, but what comes with that is a lot more time, a lot more hours, a lot less time freedom, and also they have got all these outgoings. So, they've got advertising, they've got wages, they've got power and internet and rent and all these things that they have to pay as well. So, whatever they are spending, whatever their expenses are, they have a lot of money to cover. So often it doesn't work, and it puts a lot of pressure on people. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to turn this around. Yes, you can see that. I'm going to totally turn this on its head, and this is what our business looks like. So I pretty much, as soon as I heard about this opportunity, I jumped on it, because for a number of reasons. Okay, well, we might all still be sitting here at the bottom, and there might still be levels, and the top level is NMD. But the difference is, it doesn't matter what your experience is. So, you can be cleaning toilets every day, or you could be the CEO of the biggest company in the world. It doesn't matter what experience, what skills, what knowledge you have. Everybody comes in at exactly the same level, not really knowing anything. Because the good thing about this business is it's a teaching business, right? So we're teaching each other, and we're learning from each other. So, when you first come in, you will have someone there who will be teaching you. You'll have all the support that you need. And another fantastic thing about there's no competition, right? And this is something that really got to me. So, you know, you can move up into even any level that you want to, you know. I mean, if you want to move and just sit here and just, you know, maybe earn, you know, $500, $200 or $500 a month, maybe you want to go out for dinner, or, you know, you want to have a bit of pocket money or something, then that's fine. But I mean, if you want to be like me and want to move all the way up the top here, then absolutely you can do that as well, and you get all the support and all the training that you need to do that. Because the important thing is that we link arms with each other, like Joe mentioned before, about how you can't actually make this business work unless you're actually linking arms with each other and supporting each other and teaching each other. So yeah, so that's pretty much how it works. And I don't know, as you know, I've been in the business for 4 months, because I started on day 4 after taking my product, and I have only a week and a half left of my day job, which is pretty exciting. And what I really love the most about this business is that I actually get to help so many more people than I could before in a completely different way. So it's way more positive. I get to help people achieve their dreams, and that's so exciting for me. And you know, that's through watching them get well, and then watching them, you know, supporting them to achieve their dreams through wealth creation. So this business is fantastic, and I'd be excited if I were you guys. So thanks, thanks for listening. I'll hand you back to Jo.
Thank you so much, Tanya. It is definitely exciting, that's for sure. I never ever thought I would, you know, be able to escape the rat race and find a different way of living where I wasn't locked in on somebody else's schedule. You know, I tried running my own business and still found out I was a slave to the parents, because, you know, you had responsibilities, whereas this is the ultimate freedom. I get to choose the hours I work and where I work from and who I work with. So it's fantastic. All right, so what I just want to share with you quickly is, you know, this all sounds amazing, but, you know, the money side of things, how does it actually work? So how do we get paid? Oh, just got to fix my computer. All right, I'll pop me back on Spotlight. So how do we actually get paid? So we get paid for basically 3 things. We use the product, we talk about the product, and we share people's results. So obviously, if you're not using the product yourself, you're not going to be authentic and genuine. So, you know, you don't recommend somebody to go and see a movie if you haven't seen it yourself. So by using the product and getting your own results, that is the first step, because then you are authentic and genuine and you can share your story. So we talk about the results. So whether that's face-to-face with people, whether that's, you know, inviting people around to your place for a get-together, or whether that's using social media where you can talk to hundreds or thousands of people at once. It's entirely up to you. This is your business. You get to choose how it works. And then we share the results. Now, this product has been around for 30 years. We have thousands and thousands of happy customers who are happy for us to share their stories. So it is amazing what we get to share. Now, as far as the money side of things goes, we actually get paid in 3 ways as well. So we get paid a retail profit every time we connect a customer with the products. We don't have to look after the shipping or the payment or anything like that. We have a head office and a warehouse. You guys have one over there, and we have one here in Australia. And every time a box of Juice Plus leaves the warehouse, we get paid a retail profit on that. We also get paid a commission. Now, we get paid a commission on what we do, but also as we build a team and we help other people, we get paid a commission on what they do as well. Juice Plus does not pay for celebrity endorsements or TV advertising. So they have millions of dollars sitting there that they are happy to give to us as everyday people for helping other people grow their business. That's what the commission's about. That's why we get a commission on everything that we do, but also that we help our team do. And then the third way we get paid is bonuses. Now, bonuses are the fun money, because there aren't very many businesses left these days where you get bonuses. So I'm just going to run through these really, really quickly, because the fantastic thing is they're also unlimited. Now, that might sound a little bit, you know, too good to be true, but when you come into this business, you come in as a virtual franchisee. Within your first 10 days, you can get your first promotion to DVF and get a $100 bonus. Within your next 40 days, you can get another promotion to SDVF and get a $400 bonus. Now, not only do you get the $400 bonus for getting there, but your teacher also gets it as a thank you for helping you. The next bonus is at SC, which is $600 for you and your teacher. Then there's another bonus at SSC, $1,200. QNMD is our next promotion. That one there is a $1,500 pay rise for both you and the person who taught you. Now, as I mentioned, these are unlimited. So you can help one person get this, or you can help 10 people get it, or you can help 20 people. It's unlimited. The amount of people you are willing to help really dictates how much you're going to be rewarded. So the more you give, the more you get. That's just an amazing business model to be in. Now, it's not the final, but one of the top bonuses is when you get to NMD, you get a $3,000 bonus. Now, at this stage, your teacher doesn't get the $3,000 bonus because they're already at NMD. And by the time you get to NMD, you're probably on around about an average yearly income of around about $100,000, depending on the amount of people that you've helped and how many people you've been able to, get there. Now, people might go, oh, that sounds great, but, how long does this take? And I don't know if I could do that. So at 12 months, I was able to get exactly 12 months. I was able to get to this position here. And I am very, very close to this one here. I'm absolutely nobody special. I am just somebody who decided, you know what? I really believe these products can help people. I really believe that being stuck in the rat race is no way to live life and that there is a better way. So I'm going to share this with as many people as possible. And I've used Facebook to do that. And it's just been absolutely amazing to connect with so many different people now. And as I'm traveling around Australia, I'm making a point to go to where the people who are now in my team, who I'm now working with, actually getting to meet them and have coffee with them. And, my world and my life has expanded so much more because of this business. And it's something that's available to absolutely anybody. As Tanya pointed out before, it doesn't matter if you come into this business as a politician, a school teacher, or a cleaner. We're all exactly the same. It just depends on how many people you're willing to share this with. So hopefully we've covered off a few things for you and you've been able to see a little bit about what's got some of your friends so very excited. So as the other girls have all mentioned, you're probably going to have questions and we are here to answer those. So definitely get in touch with whoever invited you to come along or whoever sent you this video, and we would love to have a chat with you. Thank you so much for your time.